someone got their handprints up there. Yeah, I did on the thingy. Look, you see those handprints? It looks like they were hanging up there and they just fell. Right there. You see it right there on the boom? It's like, because it's dusty.
Oh, okay,
yeah. It looks like they were hanging and they just slipped off.
I see what you're talking about there. Yeah, it looks like fingers.
Right? I don't know. I might be tripping. But over there, too? I don't know. That's probably been there for a minute, but I just noticed that.
Before my time. What am I doing? I was going to do something to Biblia.
The shops came a long way.
Yeah, it used to be white and black. I don't know if y'all saw that before.
No, yeah, we were here during the whole process.
Yeah.
The lights, the black, the gray.
It came pretty cool.
Yeah, it came a long way.
I just hate the floors. And then it's dirty. It gets dirty bad in here. It's real dusty. Like, I just cleaned this area. Like, I wiped everything down. And I swept real good.
I remember the other shop, too.
Yeah. It was different, right?
I don't even remember what the other shop looks like, to be honest.
Empty.
I just remember we were, like, back there.
It had nothing in there. The only upside on that one is it had a mini split, and then the floors were smooth.
Man, but it ain't been that cold. It ain't been that cold. This is like the warmest Christmas. Bro, it's supposed to be 80 degrees Saturday?
Thankfully.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like 70 on Christmas. I'm like, man, it's no longer a Texas thing. I think it's a global warming thing.
It has to be.
It has to be, bro.
I was thinking we were gonna have a cold winter this year too.
Man.
Like a lot of snow.
Well, winter doesn't even technically start until was it next week?
I wouldn't know.
Winter doesn't start until mid-December.
I know usually like January and February is supposed to be like the coldest months.
Yeah, it usually is.
It's not. I mean, it's still gonna be the coldest months, but it's gonna be cold with like 50, 60 degrees. Not no 10. Yeah, no bird. It's gonna be like a spring.
We're on Proverbs 11, right?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
When does winter start? Let's see. Sunday, December 21st through Friday, March 20th. That's whenever winter starts.
When did you say?
December 21st, so next Sunday. Or this coming Sunday.
4 days away.
4 days away from winter, and it's the day before winter starts. It's going to be 80 degrees.
What's the day? Like the number?
17.
Dude, I've lost track of my days. I kind of just go day by day now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even try to keep up.
It's going to be windy, too.
That's the worst whenever it's windy, bro. Whenever it's windy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We get some bad wind here.
You too over there, bro? Did you too?
He's chilling.
He was like, yeah, my bad.
I'll respond to her later.
Got a big old bag of dog food.
Yeah.
How much was that? You don't want me asking. I bet those are pretty expensive.
98 for the blue.
Not for that one.
80. Or am I tripping?
Close.
Close?
Yeah, you're basically 80, 79.
Okay.
Like plus taxes and everything.
I know they're expensive.
Yeah.
I know they're expensive, especially for my dogs.
My dog be getting the freaking $7.99
kibble and bits
it's like,
like,
from Dollar General.
Yeah, all cheap. You don't even know what ingredient, plastic waste.
There's a reason why she don't eat it.
Diapers.
You know, there's a reason why she don't eat it. And I'll be getting mad because she's hungry.
You actually see like a difference though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you looking like
especially
that, bro?
with their stools? Like now that I try to feed them that cheap shit, ooh, bro. If I feed them that cheap shit, their shits are terrible.
There's a brand that I like, but like before I changed the brand, yeah, they were bad.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, how does something that big come out of a dog that small? You know. Like,
in my apartment, you have to pick them up too. You know. And,
oh yeah.
Yeah, and like this food helps out a lot. You know, they come out solid. No issues with that.
We're both wearing loafers.
Oh yeah, nice.
You didn't bring the Bible today?
Twinsies.
Are you gonna use your phone again?
Bro, I'm telling you, usually most of the time, I head from here or from the gym straight to my apartment. I'm literally just focused on it. Okay, let me get ready. Let me get dressed. All right, gotta get out. Gotta make it over here.
No, I understand.
And then
I have to preload my stuff.
Yeah, I have to keep telling myself.
Earlier in the day, I have to preload everything. Yeah. So because I'll forget. Even if I tell myself 10 minutes before I leave, hey, grab that, I'll forget. That's how I am.
I just keep telling myself, Bible. And if I'm walking downstairs, I'm like, hey, I'm missing something. Why isn't it something in my hand? I'm like, oh, it's the Bible. I just make sure to always bring it.
That's what.
Or even then, I used to leave it in my car, but
I know. I always used to have one in my car. I'm honestly probably gonna do that again because I have an. I mean, this is my personal Bible. I have an extra one, so I'll probably just leave it in my car. So I have one on the go just in case. Just in case I come across some demons. Demons out in the wild.
I'm gonna pull out the Bible app just.
That's because I was thinking about that too. I was like,
And then
demons.
just a Twitter notification pops up. Or something like that.
Haven't
Be gone, peasants.
haven't heard that name in ages.
What?
Demons.
Demons.
Haven't heard that name in ages.
Name? What do you mean name?
The word?
Demons? What demons? Been fighting them off.
The ones that I battle every night.
The demons.
You gotta be winning that battle, man.
The demons.
Every night.
The ones that whisper in my ear. You're broke.
Chapter 11, right? Proverbs?
Prayer.
Maybe 12.
Prayer.
Yeah,
Is it
prayer.
11 or 12?
Oh no, I think it's 11. Wait.
Or is it 10? Dun dun dun.
It's not 10. No, it's not 10.
Because I don't remember the word perverse. Well, I might be tripping. No, yeah. Because I remember comparing.
It's 12, right?
No, I think it is 11. Because I remember comparing the good and bad on chapter 10.
No,
Okay.
yeah, we're on 11.
All
Yeah,
right,
we're on 11.
We're on 11.
Prayer.
Is it my
I think
turn?
It's Jeremy's turn.
All right. Please bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for another day. Thank you for waking us up, allowing us to seize greatness and seize opportunities. Thank you for our blessings. Thank you for allowing us to survive the year. We're almost there, heading into 2026. It was a great year. May 2026 be filled with even more blessings, even more growth, and even more opportunities. I pray for those during the holiday season that are without warmth, without food. May you shelter them. May you guide them. And may you be with anybody who needs you right now. If they don't have the strength, may you help guide them, be the light. And thank you for everything. I always know it's going to be okay as long as you're by our side. With you, we can't lose. In your heavenly name, I pray. Amen.
Amen. And, well, some good news for y'all. Did I bring this into this one? I'm under contract. Pretty sure I brought that up. Right now we're in the option period, so it's a lot of negotiating. Once we get out of option, then we're on the path to closing. Option is like the most difficult one to get out of. But once you get it, bro, how many of those you keep tearing off, dude?
I just literally flip and it just
comes off.
It's like this. It's like this. Just...
Bro, literally.
Or it's that strength, bro. It's that gym. It's the gym progress. It's the gym progress.
I felt weak today, low key.
One of those days. Hold
I'm
on.
getting mad at myself.
Okay, shut it. Yo,
I don't even know where this is at.
I'll go ahead and start reading. Proverbs chapter 11. The Lord detests dishonest scales, but accurate weights find favor with him. When pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with humility comes wisdom. The integrity of the upright guides them, but the unfaithful are destroyed by their duplicity. Wealth is worthless in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivers from death. The righteousness of the blameless makes their paths straight, but the Bro,
Do you mind?
bro,
Do you mind?
relax.
He was getting into the word, man.
Yeah.
This is like,
I don't
amen.
know. I don't know what he was.
Amen.
I don't know what was
Hallelujah.
going on there, bro.
All right, man. Relax. Go to sleep. Anyways. Sorry. Where was I? The righteous of the blameless makes their path straight, but the wicked are brought down by their own wickedness. The righteousness of the upright delivers them. The righteousness of the upright delivers them, but the unfaithful are trapped by evil desires. Hopes placed in mortals die with them. All the promise of their power comes to nothing. The righteous person is rescued from trouble, and it falls on the wicked instead. I don't know what's going on with my dog, bro.
Yeah, we're having some technical
Goodness,
difficulties.
bro. Goodness. All right, let me just lock in. With their mouths, the godless destroy their neighbors, but through knowledge the righteous escape. With the righteous prosper, the city rejoices. When the wicked perish, there are shouts of joy. Through the blessings of the upright, a city is exalted, but by the mouth of the wicked it is destroyed. Whoever derides their neighbor has no sense, but the one who has understanding holds their tongue. A gossip betrays a confidence, but a trustworthy person keeps a secret. For lack of guidance, a nation falls, but victory is won through many advisers. Whoever puts up security for a stranger will surely suffer, but whoever refuses to shake hands and pledge is safe. A kind-hearted woman gains honor, but ruthless men gain only wealth. Those who are kind benefit themselves, but the cruel brings ruin on themselves. A wicked person earns deceptive wages, but the one who sows righteousness reaps a sure reward. Truly, the righteous attain life, but whoever pursues evil finds death. The Lord detests those whose hearts are perverse, but he delights in those whose ways are blameless. Be sure of this, the wicked will not go unpunished, but those who are righteous will go free. Like a gold ring in a pig's snout is a beautiful woman who shows no discretion. The desire of the righteous ends only in good, but the hope of the wicked only in wrath. One person gives freely, yet gains even more. Another withholds unduly, but comes to poverty. A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. People curse the one who hoards grain, but they pray God's blessing on the one who is willing to sell. Whoever seeks good finds favor, but evil comes to one who searches for it. Those who trust in their riches will fall, but the righteous will thrive like a green leaf. Whoever brings ruin on their family will inherit only wind, and the fool will be servant to the wise. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and the one who is wise saves lives. If the righteous receive their due on earth, how much more the ungodly and the sinner? Proverbs chapter 11.
Okay, first off, I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to hold. I need to.
Bro, lock
No.
into confessions right now.
Bro, it's this deal. Sorry. Our
Lock
option,
into confessions.
option period is up
All right,
tomorrow
all right.
at 5.
We have to continue for confessions, bro.
Yes.
This is the
please.
priority right now.
Yes.
All right, Jeremy. My first thought on this, at least, is just today's society. A lot of this makes me think of the world that we're living in currently, and I think it just depicts both sides right now. Like the good
I was going to
versus
say the same
evil.
thing. Yeah, it literally reminded me of chapter 10.
Yeah,
I was still comparing the good versus evil, but this time it was saying like what happens when good prevails and what happens when evil prevails. It's kind of saying like, well, if you have, right here, the integrity of the upright guides them, but the perversity of the treacherous destroys them.
Mm-hmm.
So meaning, and what I take it as is integrity, good faith. That's going to guide people. That's going to build your kingdom. But if you're on the other hand, it's going to destroy your kingdom, whether you're promiscuous, seductive, evil, all those fleshly things that we talk about. And lately I've caught myself being a lot better about things that I used to struggle with. At first I kept praying about it. And every time we'd come here, I would talk about the same things. It's kind of when we go back, you would talk about going to confession.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of brought up like, why, like when you go to confession, you keep confessing the same things. That becomes at that point, it's a you problem, right? Like, because you're doing it over and over again, knowing that you're confessing about it. But then it comes down to like, oh, you just got to stop, because at the end of the day, like doing what is bad over and over again, even though at the end of the day, kind of messes with you a little bit. Like, why am I still doing this? Why haven't I grown? Why haven't I done this? Why don't I feel better? You kind of hit a plateau.
Mm-hmm.
And when you hit that plateau, it's like, what can I do to fix? Oh, I'm still doing this bad habit. But once you get rid of that bad habit, the plateau ceases to exist. So like now you're like this, that bad habit that you kept doing, you go back up again. And that's kind of at a moment where I'm at. It's like, like I said, the happiest I've ever been, the healthiest I've ever been. I mean, financially, I'm all right. Relationships, I have all the relationships I need or want. But at the end of the day, it's like still trying to find that purpose. And ever since we started reading the Bible and locking in more, I'm starting to find my purpose more and more. So I'm hoping that my direction is the good side of this. I'm sure it
The
is.
path of the righteous.
The path of the righteous, building a good kingdom,
Mhm.
not destroying my kingdom, not destroying my relationships. It's kind of like when someone's addicted to drugs, they're going to choose the drugs and then they're going to ruin their relationships, throw their money away, throw their health away. And I'm trying to avoid that. So, what really keeps me going is having this confessions. I like this new format.
Mhm.
Also, now that you mention it, it makes me think of that Bible verse where it's like, God, I know what is sin, but I still do it. I don't know. Don't quote me on this. I know it's not exact, but I know what my sins are, and I still do it. And it also goes like, I know what to do, but I don't do it. God help me. You know, it's not exactly that, but it's something similar to that. And I can relate to it because I feel like in a way you kind of have to battle that every day. And exactly how you're mentioning, it's a choice. Choose your drug or choose the right thing. And the right thing always turns out to be from the Bible. Turns out to be God, you know?
Mhm.
And at the end of the day, we all know our sins. We all know our BS, you know? And I think you just got to keep fighting, you know? You got to take it day by day, make the right choices. At the end of the day, you know what's right, what's wrong. And growth isn't always going to be linear, you know? Sometimes you do have those plateaus where you fall back onto sin and you're like, dang, you know it. All right, hey, let's do better. Then you face that challenge again and you continue to grow.
And that's kind of where I'm at too, because I talk about this with my mom a lot. She always says, I'm not a bad person, I'm a good person, I don't kill, I don't steal, I don't do this, I don't do that. But then you have those small little habits, because in the eyes of God, this I learned recently, all sins are equal, right? I always thought there was, in Catholicism, like cardinal sins and regular sins. Cardinal sins would be like big sins, breaking one of the 10 commandments. And then, regular sins would be like, oh, I don't know, did something minor. You got in trouble at school. Yeah, I was speeding. But the cardinal sin would be like, oh, I killed somebody, I committed adultery. My mom told me, she's like, I don't do any of that, right? But why this, why that? And I'm like, at the end of the day, all sins are equal. And that's something that you have to come to terms with and battle with, because you could be a good person, give to the church, do this, do that, but oh, I have this one secret demon. I cuss every day, or I still like to drink, or I still like to smoke weed, or I still look at women lustfully, or whatever it may be. So I feel you have to hone in on that one thing that's holding you back, and once you break it, like you said, you get rid of that plateau, and you just start excelling even more. Kind of like where I see it, like when you're working out or bodybuilding or whatever, you can only hit a certain weight for so long, and then you got to work out the same amount of time just to go up like an extra 2.5 pounds or 5 pounds. It's the same thing I think growing with your faith. You got to keep going, but then you're gonna hit that plateau, and then you got to start looking at those minor details. Like, what do I do?
That's a good point. That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm
those
at.
2.5s,
yeah, 2.5. What's that 2.5?
Dialing in those little details.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, and now, but doing this allows me to focus on it and realize it. Kind of like, okay, well, if I wasn't doing this, I wouldn't have put on that 2.5. I would have went up slowly. I wouldn't have. Wait, what's holding me back? But now that we're doing this, we're definitely on the path to righteousness.
You remember that video that we had saw where it's like fast money fades fast, slow growth
lies.
Yeah, man, it made a comeback. It made a comeback.
That makes me think about also when I know me and Derek mentioned this, honestly, these past few weeks, but those moments where we're thinking we're plateaued, but we don't even realize that, hey, we're chipping away at it. We're adding those 2.5s. It's slower, but there's still growth, and we don't give ourselves enough grace during that moment.
People tell me that too. Like, hey, like, I mean, we've all mentioned it plenty of times. People tell me, hey, take a step back and look at how far you come. But then I'm like, man, taking a step back and realizing how far I come makes me feel like I lose progress. Like, I haven't been in the gym in a few days, right? Went today. I told myself this is why I feel weak, but I was doing like push-ups, sit-ups, body squats, but it's not the same. I was like, man, I need to move some weight. I need to like fight those demons, you know. That's why I always tell myself, what demons after the gym? Because that's where I go to fight them. But there's only so much you can do with what you have, and that's definitely what I'm doing. Them tools.
I think part of perspective and looking forward at who we want to be, I think it's very easy to just think that we have plenty of time, and we disassociate from the person that we want to become. And we think, well, one day I'll be like that. One day I'll have the money, I'll have the physique, I'll be wiser. And I think about it like as if you were getting ready to start a family, right? If you're getting ready to start a family, or you say, I want to start a family, but you're still going out every weekend, you're still talking to multiple different people at the same time, you're still have a bunch of bad habits, like you drink every day, you smoke every day. You can't just one day pop in and be like, oh, I'm getting married tomorrow. Because you have to start living life how you want to, and before you actually do become that thing. It's kind of like walking the walk. People say talking the talk, walking the walk. And the way that I like to characterize it is the man that I am in the future, I'm that person right now, just time hasn't caught up yet. Eventually, people like to say you fake it till you make it. And I truly believe in that statement, because I want to go ahead and be the Derek in the future, right? The Derek who's wise, intelligent, charismatic, financially free, all these things, right? I'm not that man yet, but I'm going to fake it. I'm going to show up every day like I am. And eventually, I won't be faking anymore, because time would have caught up. So the way that, what I'm trying to say is, the person that you want to become, the things that you want to build, the habits you want to break, the future self that you envision yourself as, that's so much greater, so much better. Start today, making those small changes. And eventually, you won't be faking no more. You'll be walking the walk. You won't just be, say you want to stop cussing. Say you want, you know what? Say you have a bad habit of cussing a lot and smoking, and you don't want to do that in front of your grandchildren. You want to be a better grandmother or a better grandfather. So stop today. Stop smoking as much. Stop cussing as much. Start working on that. And then eventually, whenever you have grandchildren, you know what? Hey, I broke this habit over an extended period of time. Now it's not even a battle anymore, because I already started working on it. Or say you want to be a father, or you want to be a mother. So you're like, you know what? I want to start focus on finding a husband or finding a wife. So I'm not going to go out as much anymore. I'm going to start going to church more often. I'm going to stop dressing provocatively. I'm going to start carrying myself at a high standard, if you don't already. I'm going to start doing all these things so that I can actually find my partner, instead of just going from being in the clubs and the next day trying to find my husband, and where all the good men are not at, So I think it's the same thing if you want to fight, right? If you want to fight, you want to train to fight. You can't just hop in the ring tomorrow, right? You're going to probably get hurt. So start training little by little, build yourself up. And then whenever the time comes, then you're going to be ready. So start making those small changes now, so that when time comes, hey, you're already who you thought you wanted to be, right? You're no longer looking so forward. You're not looking up. You're looking at the same eye level.
And I can kind of relate an example to that, kind of personal, right? I'm gonna go ahead and say it, like just flat out say it, right? I'm over 200 pounds, right? I'm 215. And I've been trying this fitness journey, and I get on the scale, right? And my weight's actually going up. And when you see that, you get discouraged. You're like, fuck, what am I doing wrong? I'm in the gym every day. I'm eating right. I'm doing cardio, cutting out things. But then I take a step back, and I'm like, okay, instead of focusing on that one negative, my clothes fit better. I feel better. I'm stronger. I'm leaning out a little bit. And it goes back to saying, oh, well, muscle is more dense than fat, so you're going to weigh more when you get more muscle. But I don't want to just rely on that. I'm focusing on how I feel, how my clothes fit, and my energy levels, my strength, my cardio. All those things are increasing, but at the same time, the weight's increasing. But when most people see the weight increase, they get discouraged. They're like, man, I'm doing all this, and I'm, not losing weight, whatever, yada, yada. So they give up. But I'm going to keep going. Because not only is it benefiting me health-wise, you feel good, you look good. Or did I say that backwards? You look good, you feel good, right? So if you feel like that, then something's right. Started taking vitamins, taking care of myself more, able to focus more during school. Like back then, I'd be sleepy. Man, I don't even know what's going on. You know, like I'm just here. I was present physically, but not mentally. Now I'm present both physically and mentally. You know, you go to class just to say, "Oh, get my attendance," but when you're there and you're not learning anything, you're not grasping anything. You're just like, "Man, what the heck? What's the point of even being there?"
Yeah.
So ever since I started feeling better, I kind of take a step back and like, oh, just don't focus on that one thing. Take a step back and look at the bigger picture. That's the time I like to do it. Is things like that. Is when I like to take a step back. Okay, whoa.
I think you bring up a good point in doing things with a purpose. And if your purpose is as small as, well, I want to lose weight, then of course you're going to be discouraged and likely give up if you don't see that. But I think it's a matter of like kind of what Raul says. It's like, don't even really have a goal going to the gym. It's just a matter of discipline. Like I'm going because I know that I need it, not just for health, but for my mental and to grow stronger and build the man that I want to become. I think once you get out of that mindset of like, oh, I just want to go there for specific, I want to get to this certain weight. Let's say you get to that weight, then what? Are you going to stop going? How many people go to the gym for so many years, get fit, and then they fall off? And then they grow right back up, if not bigger, than what they were before they started. Because instead of saying, hey, you know what? I'm doing this not just because I want to lose weight, not because I want to achieve a certain physique, but because I know I need it, because it's good for me, and it makes me a better person. I think that right there is a good point that you touched on, and you can relate that to anything that you do in life. It's like, is this making me a better person or not? Say it be maybe the job that you do, if you have a side hustle, or other activities that you enjoy outside of work, outside of the gym. Like, is this making me a better person? Is this serving a specific purpose that's helped build the man that I want to become or the woman that I want to become? Well, I'm less likely to give up on it if it serves a greater purpose. And so, yeah.
I think we basically all can agree on. I had this problem recently too. You're always chasing the future Raul. You're always chasing the future Jerome. You're always chasing the future Derek. The results. And we're looking down the future so much, so bad, and we're like, man, how do I get there? How do I get there? How do I get there? Just questioning, right? But we don't realize that we're the Raul today. We're in the present. We have our current problems right now that we gotta face. We gotta challenge, right? We're looking so far down the line that we forget, hey, this is the next step I have to do. I have to keep going. I have to give time, and we get so focused and locked in on the future, on the results, we forget about right now, and you next thing you know, you're fucking off, and you're like, oh dang, you're burning the treehouse down right now, like the hell. But it's those habits, purpose, discipline. You stay consistent. Eventually, hey, next thing you know, you're fucking shredded. Next thing you know, you got abs, bro, and you're like, what the heck? I wasn't even honestly shooting for this goal, but it just happened. Why? Because of discipline, and I forget who says it. I mean, but they always say there's that saying. No, they say that famous saying where you shoot for the stars, you'll be surprised how close you get to it, and sometimes you get even further than that. You just never know.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. It's shoot for the stars and you still land among the moon or something like that.
Shoot like for the moon and you'll land amongst the stars.
Something like that.
And sometimes you hit a grand slam and boom, instead of a home run, you hit a grand slam. Here's
and this is
10 times better.
This is the thing. It's kind of like in fighting, right? It's usually not just one knockout punch. It's the accumulation of little jab here, jab to the body. It's an accumulation of a little bit. You're just chipping away.
Nah, bro. With some motherfuckers.
Some guys got it. But if you're,
they have that touch of death.
Typical, right?
They have the touch of death.
What I'm trying to say is, it's not just one home run that wins you the game, right? It's just being consistent, showing up to mound, base hit, base hit, base hit. You know what I'm saying?
Remembering a good batting average is 300.
300. You're gonna fail 7 times out of 10. That's one thing that I'm really grateful for baseball for, is it really teaches you how to deal and cope with failure, because it's so difficult. It's just it's the most difficult sport, one of the most difficult sports there is. And so it teaches you how to handle not being successful most of the time. You're going to fail most of the time because that's just how it is. And so I'm really grateful for baseball for that. And it helps you get out of that mindset of, you know what, I need to go up there and expect this every single time to get on base, whatever. But instead, make the most out of the moments that you do have, right? Those chances, because you're only going to get maybe 3 chances to go bat. You know what? Going up and hitting one time out of those 3, that's a 33%. Hey, that's a W. That's a W. Getting on base once, getting my teammate. And also, baseball's a very, very humble sport. Sometimes you got to play small ball. Sometimes, you got to batter on first, and you know what? Maybe you're in a little bit of a slump, and coach gives you the bunt sign to move him over because it's a close game. You're like, all right, coach, go out there, give him a bunt. Sacrifice yourself so that your teammate can advance, so that you're putting your team in a better position to win. Sometimes you have to do those things, right? Sometimes you have to make those sacrifices for the better good of the team, even if you're not doing so well. And baseball has plenty of slumps. And most of the time, if you're playing shortstop, ball comes to you, bounce it, kick it around everywhere, get in your head, more than likely, the way baseball works, one of the next balls is coming back your way. It's going to give you another chance to make it right. Or you can make it right whenever you go up to bat. Baseball has a lot of life lessons integrated into it, but it's one of the most humbling, that's for sure.
It's one of the sports. It's one of the team sports that rely on individual stats, because it's heartbreaking when you're that third baseman, 2 outs, and you miss the grounder, runner on third scores, and now you lost the team the game.
Yeah.
It was an individual thing, but it's a team sport, and that's the thing I loved about baseball is like every play is your own individual play, but it's a team thing.
Especially when you're out there batting.
When you're batting, it's just you and the
1v9.
pitcher.
No, it's 1v9. It's
1v9.
you versus the entire field, and you got to try to get on base.
Gotta score.
It's difficult, but
I loved it. That's one of the things that taught me a lot too, was baseball. And people think, oh, baseball's so boring. Well, it's probably because you don't understand it. You don't get it.
It's difficult. It's extremely difficult, but it's kind of like how we're saying with anything in life. It takes showing up every day to try to get good. You do the same thing over and over and over. You know how many sessions I did just hitting off of a tee for hours on end, days on end, just off a tee, doing tee work, trying to perfect my swing, right? Just trying to do that. And imagine I only played until college. There's guys that played all through your college, and then they try to go to the minors, and then go to the majors. And the fundamental thing that you work on the most is off the tee. Just over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Every single day, right? Just to fail 7 times out of 10, right? And most people more. So it's also like, it's just that repetition. And it may seem redundant. It may seem asinine, but it's building towards something. It's helping you become better, even if it's just by 0.1%. Just showing up every day, taking those hacks when you don't feel like it, when you're sick, girl broke up with you, whatever it may be, someone passed away, business failed, whatever. Still show up. And that right there is what's going to help you over time. That's what's going to help you get better, because it's exponential, right? But how does exponential start? How does the exponential graph start? It starts off extremely linear, and then eventually,
like a rocket.
It shoots up. But it's that accumulation of all that little bitty losses. You finally, oh shoot! So I understand
Breakthrough.
I understand it now.
It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's like, dang, chicken and rice again. Oh man, I'd much rather have McDonald's. Studying again. I'd much rather be playing my game. I gotta come to work. Do my business. I'd much rather be gooning.
Gooning too.
Coffee shop again. I'd much rather be at home.
Yeah. But you know what? I think one thing that I think we can all relate to, I wouldn't want it any other way.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm starting to I was falling in love with it, but now I can definitely say I'm in love with it. There's no better feeling. And then it's like, as soon as you take those days off, you feel like you're not doing anything. Like for me, it feels like you can have months of progress gone or reset in a matter of a week or two. And it's like, man, you have a month of progress of whatever you're doing, learning, exercising, on a routine, busy. Then you have a day or two, just like, all right, my body's, crying. I feel sick, whatever. I was like, man, now I've lost all that progress. But then when you go back, it's like, okay, nothing ever happened. I think it's all in your head, though.
It legit becomes a lifestyle. It's just a matter. It's not even do I enjoy this or do I not? It's just, doesn't matter. You just show up. And
it's just what we do.
It's honestly like You feel, at least for me, most times I'm like, I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to wake up early. I don't want to eat healthy. But I'm not negotiating with myself. I said I was gonna do this. Do it.
I don't think people realize when you make those small changes, even if you don't go to the gym, if you just start cooking at home or eating healthier, like your energy and the way you feel changes dramatically. I think people are so used to eating out every day, or much less 2 or 3 times a day.
Mhm.
Like we're supposed to biologically eat 3 square meals a day plus snacks, all food groups. And we don't do that anymore. What do? Eat once a day and it's fast food, or eat real late at night, but once you make those small changes, even if you're not going to the gym, it's just to be productive and have energy levels, feel good at work, feel good with whatever you're doing. And that's my biggest thing that keeps me attracted to it. Is like, not only is it helping me with my fitness, it's helping me all around because I wanna learn, I wanna be busy, I wanna go do this. Because if I didn't feel good, I wouldn't want to be doing any of that. I wouldn't want to stay home in bed rocking, you know. But you feel good. Like, oh, I have energy. I feel let's go do something else. Now we're being more productive. So that's what keeps me going on that aspect. Like after the gym today, I was like, oh yeah, I can't wait to go, do this. But if I felt like shit, if I felt like crap, oh, I don't want to drive. I don't want to go. I just want to lay down. Just want to watch TV. But that's the biggest change that this has done for me is overall.
In the words of Ragu.
In the words of Ragu, overall, I feel great. I feel better, not just in one specific area.
Oh, that's great. Well, I think we can move on to Matthew. We ready for that?
Yeah.
All right.
Matthew, what?
I believe we're Matthew chapter. I think it's. Is it? I think we're in
10.
No. Wait.
We don't got bookmarkers no more or what?
I do. I have one right. I have one right here.
I
have it right
bro,
here.
you just keep on tearing your Bible, bro. I saw another tear right there.
Dude. Hey, at least I know it's being used.
Hey, it's that hard work. It's that
Yeah,
hard
it's
work
the
and
hard work.
dedication. It's that strength too.
Dude, I don't even know how to pronounce half of these names, and my Bible is beginning.
Oh yeah, it's 10. 10. 10.
We're on 10?
10. 10. 10.
Habakkuk,
Habakkuk.
Nehemiah, Esther. Like, dude, honestly, I don't know a lot of these books. I just know the real common ones.
Whenever I was in I don't even know, Sunday school when I was a kid, they made us memorize all the books in the Bible in order. And I used to go to Bible competitions. We would compete against other churches in the area, and bro, it was crazy. We used to we would meet on like weekday or weekends, and then we would just go over the whole game plan, buzzers and flashcards, all that stuff to compete for knowing the Bible more.
How many books are there? 64?
66.
63? 66?
66.
66. And I only know like 6. That's crazy, right? And I feel like I know more than a lot of people. And I only know 6 Bibles. 6 books.
6 books.
Out
All
of
right, bro.
66.
It's all right, bro. That's 6, and you can work up from there.
It's a start, you know?
It's a start, you know? All right. Matthew chapter 10. I'll pick up, and then we'll just see how far we get. Doesn't look like the biggest chapter, but we'll see. The 12 disciples' instruction for service. Jesus summoned his 12 disciples and gave them authority over unclean spirits to cast them out and to heal every kind of sickness and disease. Now the names of the 12 apostles were these: the first, Simon, who was called Peter, and Andrew his brother, and James the son of Zebedee, and John his brother, Philip and Bartholomew, Thomas and Matthew the tax collector, James the son of Alphaeus and Thaddeus, Simon the zealot, Judas Iscariot, the one who betrayed him. These 12 Jesus sent out after instructing them: do not go in the way of the Gentiles, and do not enter any city of the Samaritans, but rather go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as you go, preach, say, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, raise the dead, cleanse the lepers, cast out the demons. Freely you received, freely give. Do not acquire gold or silver or copper for your money belts, or a bag for your journey, or even 2 coats or sandals or a staff, for the worker is worthy of his support. And whatever city or village you enter, inquire who is worthy in it, and stay at his house until you leave that city. As you enter the house, give in your greeting. If the house is worthy, give it your blessing of peace. But if it is not worthy, take back your blessing of peace. Whoever does not receive you, nor heed your words, as you go out of that house or city, shake the dust off your feet. Truly I say to you, it will be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. A hard road before them. Behold, I send you out as sheep in the midst of wolves. So be shrewd as serpents, and innocent as doves. But beware of men, for they will hand you over to the courts and scourge you in their synagogues. And you will even be brought before governors and kings for my sake, as a testimony to them and the Gentiles. But when they hand you over, do not worry about how or what you are to say, for it will be given to you in that hour what you are to say. For it is not you who speak, but it is the Spirit of your Father who speaks in you. Brother will betray brother to death, and a father his child. And children will rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. You will be hated by all because of my name. But it is the one who has endured to the end who will be saved. But whenever they persecute you in one city, flee to the next. For truly I say to you, you will not finish going through the cities of Israel until the Son of Man comes. You want me to keep going? Or do you
We could.
That was pretty good.
recap?
Those were 2 long ones.
They were. I really like that last section that I just read though, because I think it speaks a lot to.
I was gonna do a little side note. I was like,
Where we were.
man, I barely know 6 out of the 66 books, and I don't even know the 12 disciples' names. I was like, man, do I really like? I don't even know who the 12 disciples actually are.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool to see all their names there. I didn't know
Mm-hmm.
that Matthew was a disciple.
Well, I mean that's the thing, bro. Like whenever you read the Bible, this is your sword, this is your weapon, right? That you get to use, because otherwise, what is the opposite? Ignorance, right? Ignorance, and when you go up against someone who knows the Bible more than you do, because even in the Bible it says the demons know the word, which they do. They'll use the word against you, and if you don't know it, then you're lost. So the more that we read it together and individually, the more that we'll be able to hone that sword for whenever the time comes we can use it. So,
And that last section you read, or the second paragraph, the thing that caught my eye was verse 16. Look, I'm sending you out like sheep among wolves. That's kind of like crazy to think about. Like, he's sending us out there knowing that we're gonna be attacked, knowing that we're gonna be,
seen us pray.
seen as prey.
Yeah.
It's crazy that he knows that we're the sheep. It's kind of like going out to war. And that's pretty much what you always relate it back to that, going to war, good versus evil. And now it's actually kind of being said in the Bible, being sent out like sheep among wolves. It's
And
kinda,
warning us about the people that we're going to encounter. They're going to hand us over to the courts, maybe the court of public opinion. They're going to scourge you in their synagogues. They're going to cancel us on their social media platforms. We're going to be brought before governors and kings, maybe influencers, celebrities, or whatever, for his sake. And they're going to try to hand us over. They're going to try to imprison us, whatever it may be. But it gives us a very specific instruction, is to not worry about how or what we are supposed to say, because it's the Spirit who's going to speak, not us. But I think that in order for that to be true, we have to have the Spirit within us and know the word. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's also not just a matter of, hey, if you get persecuted, you're going to know exactly what to say just because the Spirit's in you. But it's like, if you have that relationship with me already, I and you and me, then I'll be able to take over instead of you having to rely on your own words and knowledge. But it also gives, I think, hints of what would come and what is happening, right? With brother betraying brother to death, father his child, children rising up against their parents and causing them to be put to death, rebellious children, parents that don't want to parent, brothers betraying brothers. You will be hated by all because of my name. People hating you because of his name. But it is the one who has endured to the end who will be saved. That makes, I don't know, that makes me want to say amen. Like, thank God. Despite all of this, it says the one who has endured to the end will be saved. That gives me hope. Right?
What verse is that?
22. 22. You will be hated by all because of my name, but it is the one who has endured to the end who will be saved.
That's
That gives me hope.
Another
right?
bar.
Because it's easy to want to be loved and get obsessed with that feeling of adulation from your peers, from viewers, from crowds, right? But whenever it's the opposite, it's resistance, it's hate. When people are actively trying to combat us, cancel us, try to take away our livelihoods, and maybe we do face that, and maybe to some extent they're successful, but we still push forward. Like, in the name of Jesus, right? We just push forward despite all the negatives that will come with it. That right there is what it means to be a follower of Christ. I mean, Christ says to pick up your cross daily. And when you think about it, what does that literally mean? What did Jesus do? He picked up that cross after being beaten to a pulp, being to a point that the Bible says he wasn't even recognized as a man, which we'll read later. He wasn't even recognized as a man because of how badly he was beaten. And yet he still had to pick up the cross, a heavy wooden cross, and carry it up a mountain. And as he was getting spit at, as people were throwing rocks at him, as people were shouting at him, cursing his name, he picked up his cross for our sake. And you think about what Jesus did for us, and that's what the Bible says we should do daily. Pick up our cross, no matter how heavy it is, no matter what people say, no matter how much we've gone through, no matter how much people continue to persecute us and judge us and curse us, still continuing to bear that for the sake of the kingdom, for the sake of the lost sheep, and being the shepherd, being the light of the world, being the followers of Christ that we are, so that at the end, what's the end? What happened? Jesus carried that cross, carried himself to death, so that he could die for us, so that we could have salvation. And so what's the end goal? For us to be able to lead people to that, lead people to Christ who died for us. And so that's the mission.
It's crazy because I was thinking about that right before you said it. It'd be a good motivation to, like, hey, wake up every morning, it's time to carry this cross. It's because it makes you think, man, whatever I'm going through is nowhere near as bad being beaten to death and still carrying a heavy cross and still going up the mountain, still getting crucified, nailed to it. What could possibly be worse than going through that? So it kind of puts into perspective, like, well, if Jesus did it, then I can get up early today. You know,
Yeah.
it's crazy when you put it in this perspective like that. Oh, I don't want to get up today. Well,
and once we read it, we'll be able to really go into how brutal crucifixion really was, and why it was seen as one of the worst punishments, one of the worst execution practices of that time period. And it was something that it's hard to even characterize it, and it's hard to even think about. But also knowing that Jesus, he could have stopped it all. Jesus could have sent angels down to and cast death to everyone that was around him and the people that were, doing that thing to him, crucifying him. He could have saved himself. He could have if he wanted to, but he didn't. He chose to withstand and suffer for days on end so that he could die for us.
I don't even think Passion of the Christ either portrayed it that.
One.
Yeah,
it's the closest one, but even the Passion
but even
of the
then,
Christ
I still feel like it could have been like it probably. I mean, it was way worse than what they could show.
I mean, imagine being beaten so badly that they couldn't even recognize you as a man. Like, is that even a human being, or is that an animal,
or a zombie, or
what is that? You know what I'm saying? Being beat that badly, you could not recognize him. I mean, that just gives you a little bit of a description of what it was. But I mean, it was legitimate torture and reserved only for the lowest of lows. Not even no Roman could be subjugated to crucifixion. Only slaves and other races could be subjugated to crucifixion. That's how bad it was. But Jesus did it despite all that, willingly so, even though he could get out of it for the sake of us, so that we could be saved.
That just goes to show no excuses now, huh?
Yeah. This makes me, I don't know, I always think about it as taking inspiration from Jesus, because I feel like in a way, I mean, he truly did come down in human form, you know, God in human form, and he lived a life just like how we live. And where I connect is with him always being the black sheep of the world, you know? Him always being casted out, him always going against the status quo, always doing the right thing. He's literally basically the perfect way to live life, in my opinion.
Perfect.
Yeah, he was perfect. And that's where I take my inspiration from. Okay, especially when you're going through those troubled times, Jesus went through it, you know? He went through worse, exactly how we're saying. So what would Jesus do, you know? And he's always the one that just embraced it, that took it and kept on walking, kept on moving forward. And with that, look how many people he was able to inspire, you know? He was able to inspire people to this day. To this day.
Yeah.
You know, to this day. And I think that's the best inspiration to take from, you know, especially when you're going through those hard times, through those trials and tribulations, and you're just like, man, or especially when someone screwed you, you know, someone badmouths you, someone crucifies you, someone betrays you, you know, like, what did Jesus do?
He said, Father, forgive them.
He said, Father, forgive them, and he took it. He took that pain. It didn't feel good, clearly. He was mutilated, and he kept on going.
Yeah, it took all the sins of the world on that cross. He became sin, so that he could die and rise back, so that he could steal the keys of death. You know, and also what you point to, like, well, what did Jesus do, right? Well, what did Jesus do in this whole time? Prayer, fast, read the word, and whenever Jesus when he did speak, when he combated the devil, what did he do? He spoke the word because he knew it. It was internalized in him. That's what Jesus used. He's exactly what he says. What we read earlier. He didn't come to destroy the world, to destroy or rewrite the word. He came to fulfill it, because Jesus knew the Bible. He knew it, and I think that's like the biggest part that we tend to forget is Jesus. He knew the word, obviously, and that's what he used in his every single day. Every move that he made was in accordance to the word of God. And that's how he was able, as we mentioned, to combat those people, the Pharisees and the Sadducees, the people that were the religious folk that were trying to tell him, no, that's not what the word says. You can't tell Jesus what the word says because he knows the word. And it's the same thing, like, well, what can we do? What should we do? If Jesus needed to know the word to combat everything, what makes us think that we don't? What makes us think that we can get through life without reading the Bible and knowing the word? Whenever Jesus himself, he used the word in every single thing that he did. What makes us think that we can go without prayer and fasting whenever Jesus himself prayed and fasted constantly, right? What makes us think that we can go through life without doing that? So whenever we look at, well, what did Jesus do? That's exactly what he did. He prayed, read the word, fasted, talked to God, and leaned on God. I mean, he was God. So
even with those little details, you know, when someone badmouths you, someone betrays you, go behind your back, what Judas did to him, you know, betrayed him, gave him over to the Romans, you know. What did he choose to do? He chose to wash his feet, right? He chose to feed him first, and that's just crazy.
That's crazy. It's so difficult, and that's something
that's aura too, though. It's aura.
Like, it's like going through that in real life, right?
And I remember seeing it from, I think it was the TV show The Chosen, but all the disciples just looked at him like, what the heck? But in a way, they respected it still. You know, they still even though some of them may have disagreed with it, they still respected it and they understood, which is crazy. And I think, like I said, it's the way to go. It's a true inspiration.
It always reminds me of how far I still am, how much more I have to go. Like, because I'm
Exactly,
like,
bro.
man, I get mad for the smallest things, but yet Jesus was using the Bible to make every decision. I'm like,
And
man,
that's strength, bro. And
Yeah.
I see that as strength. I'm like, dang.
I guess the only thing that I can kind of relate to that is like I used to have real bad road rage. And I was just like, oh man, whatever. You know, like if they cut me off, whatever. If they no signal light, my biggest pet peeve, no signal light, speeding, honking at me, trying to race my slow car just because it sounds loud. It was a V6. You know, when they try to do all that, I used to get mad. I used to like fight back, like, oh no, you're not gonna pass me. You know, get into that little thing. But I'm like, oh, you pass me, cool. I hope you get there safe. You know, whatever. Or if they're on my butt, okay, fine. Let me get on the cruise lane, I guess, or the right lane. But that's the only thing I can relate to, because that was like probably my biggest thing where I would have the most anger, the most frustration.
Yeah.
And now I see me getting better with it, and I'm like, okay,
Because-
progress is being made.
And also, you think about it, right? Like that's what people will use against you. Like, oh, you said that you were a follower of Christ, but look at you, you're over here crashing out on road rage, cussing me out, flipping me off, just because what? Just because what I cut you off or whatever. Like people will look at you and they'll use that against you, and it's like, damn, I have to keep up the.
Yeah, it's like now once you're in, you can't make any small mistake.
Yeah.
You can't be human no more.
You're
Yeah.
the standard now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the
That's how I
standard.
see it. I'm like,
People
you're the standard.
people look at you, and
Can't even be human no more.
you know, but that's also why they say it's a privilege. It's a privilege to be in a position of leadership, to be in a position that people look at you and they look up to you. But it's also heavy as the crown. Heavy as the crown because it's not so much so that, oh, I get to wear this crown and I'm so great. Now everyone's looking at you. Everyone's looking at you for leadership and judging everything that you do. Every wrong thing that you do. All the mistakes that everyone makes are now publicly broadcasted for the entire world to see because you're the one that's at the head, right? Everyone gets to nitpick at you. Everyone gets to poke fun at all of your inadequacies and all of your deficiencies and all of your failed businesses, failed relationships, failed ideas, all of that. People,
Things you did when you
Allow
were
yourself-
12.
you allow
You
yourself to be poked fun at, to be judged, but that's what comes with that territory.
They'll dig and find stuff you did when you were 12 when you didn't know any better.
Yeah.
And that's just crazy how it is. And it goes back to that saying I think it's you can do 1,000 things right and do one wrong thing, and then everybody's gonna remember you for that one wrong thing instead of 1,000 right things.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like you said, the crown is heavy now. Can't do one wrong thing, or else that's what we'll be remembered for.
Mm-hmm.
We could do a million right things and no one will better know.
Or you can be perfect. Jesus was perfect and they killed him.
Yeah, you could be
It's like
perfect. and
Jesus
still
Christ
get
never
killed.
lied, still was crucified. You know, so it doesn't matter what you do, really. And at the end of the day, people are still going to have something to say. But that's what we're called to do. But as a word of hope, it says, "It is the one who has endured to the end who will be saved." Endure it. Stick through it. Like when I think of endure, I think of like I'm having to stay. For example, I'm in a sauna and it's super hot. Endure means to stick through it. Stay in there. Keep going, right? Even though my body's tired, even though I'm about to pass out, endure. Stay in it. Just keep going. Keep pushing through it. That's what I imagine endure. Like it's something that's very extremely difficult that I'm having to just stick through it. Stick through it. And when I come out, I'm a better man for it.
Or ice baths too. When you did the ice baths,
Yeah.
it's cold to get in there, but
Oh, it
endure it.
sucks. It sucks. Never look forward to it, right? But you just do it anyways. And endure. Just stick through it. And that is the one.
I always tell myself, keep going. Keep going. Like, you know it sucks. It makes you want to scream, shout, cry, pissed. What other choice do I have? Keep going. I
can
give
do
myself
it.
no choice.
You can do all that what you said after you do it, before you go to bed. Scream, cry.
I always,
Whatever.
as soon as I'm about to crash out, I start saying the Lord's Prayer. Like I release my emotions through God. God helps me get through it.
That's healthy.
And and a lot of people, they turn to sin, turn to pleasures, smoking, drinking.
I think I've done because you scream, right? You scream sometimes.
Yeah, it feels
I've
good to
tried-
let it out.
I tried it once and I'm like, dang, it's kind of
Yeah.
it's kind of feels.
But you gotta like actually let it out like a man scream.
Yeah, I think I kind of was like conservative with it. Like I didn't like
let
but
that
I
go,
just
bro.
But then I was like, hey, I could see,
You know?
yeah.
I do that often just because, especially when I'm walking out back and it's been a long day or whatever, I'm walking the dogs. I just let them go do their thing and I just.
And it's like someone probably can hear you at the store. Like, hey, someone's screaming out there.
Hey,
I
what's
guess
wrong?
that's what holds me back. Is like if I scream so loud, someone probably can think something's wrong. So I don't know.
It's good to let it out.
I think it's good. I think it's good to have a good cry out every once in a while. To just
feel like a man, bro. Like a man scream. You gotta let it out though. You know when you'll let it out too. You just know. You're like, dang.
Will your voice hurt afterwards or what?
I mean, shoot, it could if you do it for a long time and
'Cause
multiple times.
I wanted to try. I'm like
just do one, bro. Just do one.
I was
and
like,
you'll be like,
But then I want to like.
you got a taste of it. Yeah,
You
you
know
got
what I
a
mean?
taste of it. You're like, oh.
like a freaking Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
Super
just go Super
Saiyan
Saiyan,
scream,
bro.
you
But
know,
I
Super
didn't
Saiyan
just.
scream.
I've never been that type. Or even like when you're weightlifting, when you scream when you come up.
Oh yeah, I find that cringy.
I don't do that.
One
But
thing I
I've
do
seen
is
people.
like I'll grunt. Like,
Or like even when you're
like that.
punching.
Yeah.
Like I can't do that. I can't do that either. I don't know. I don't make noise. I'm quiet. I'm a mouse.
Nah,
But I
bro,
want to though.
I'm telling you, try it one time. Just find a field, find a.
Squeak squeak.
You're by yourself in the shop one day or whatever.
Or
Just
in your car,
let
bro.
it
You're in
out.
your car by yourself.
Especially in your car, yeah, you can do it there. Yeah,
Imagine
I just
screaming
thought-
so loud, people still like hear you through the car.
It's alright.
Mine is like if there's like a song on, like or specifically a rock song on, and it just has those moments where I'm singing and then it just screams.
Like
Like,
how people get when "Love" by Keisha Cole comes on. You know,
You
Yeah.
can,
they
yeah,
scream like that. Or
You know
when
what? You
people
can
in the club-
find ways to release it through music. Yeah, I mean, everyone has their thing. Everyone has their thing.
I'm just gonna do it.
Do it, bro.
Just do it, bro. Do it right now.
Right now. Yeah, right
I'll
now.
do it in the-
Right now, bro.
Right now.
Yeah,
Can't do
on
it
live,
right now.
on live. I'll do it with you. I'll do it with
I'm
you.
gonna say we all do it.
Oh, I'll break someone's ears, bro.
Yeah, I
Just
bet you
just put the
will.
mic down a little bit like
Yeah.
here.
I bet you will. I gotta do it on my own first. I gotta do it on my own first.
No, we do it
Yeah.
together.
We're all gonna scream?
Yeah.
For real? That's gonna
Why
be
not?
loud.
Why not?
Why not? Just put the,
Let me know when. Let me know when.
Just put the mic down so we don't
Just let it out, bro.
I'll just
let
mute
out.
it.
Just think about all the frustrations. Don't mute it. But think about all the think about all the frustrations.
You're a man. You have it built in you right now, bro.
Look, all the confessions, viewers and people that are watching, do this too. Just think about all
Ooh,
the frustrations, all the stress that's been building up, even today or just this week or this month. Right now, bottle it in. And you're about to let it out when you scream.
Channel it, bro, and
Channel
release it right here.
Channel it.
I'm trying to unlock my
He's about to get mad, bro.
My inner gates, they're like-
He's like,
they're not
he's like-
budging, bro.
He's
They're
like, hold on.
they're like this. They're like twitching. They
All right,
don't
bro.
budge.
Hey, all right, relax, bro. It's not that deep.
It is that deep for me.
And this
I
is
don't
to
know.
go
Just let it out, bro. I'm telling
even
you.
further beyond.
Yeah, it's a good. Do a girl scream. Do a girl scream.
I will not let you destroy my.
No, bro. It's like that. It's like that. You just, I don't know. You just lock in it. You just let it out. I usually do when I'm like feeling emotional. When I'm
I
usually
guess that's what-
frustrated.
I guess that's what's kinda like, you know, there-
He's at
I'm
peace
not
right now. You're at
emotional.
you're
Yeah,
you're
but
at peace
I'm
right now.
chilling, so
Yeah.
I don't know. Kind of like, all right, my demons.
Use
are
the mic.
away.
Use the mic. Use the mic. Use the mic.
My bad. I just got locked in the moment. But it's like, man, my demons are away. Hey,
All
let
right,
me
brother.
go
Don't
knock
cry
on
on
the
me
door.
now.
It's like,
don't cry on me, bro.
like, no, no.
How did
I'm
this
trying to
be
put
an
it like
awkward
an
pod,
analogy,
bro?
right? You have all those demons, right? They're like Rico and Ozzy, and I'm just gonna go and open the gate and let them back out. You know, come on.
No, yeah,
I gotta do something
I
real
get
quick.
it. You're relaxed right now. You're chilling right now. But usually in those moments when you're a little heated, you're frustrated, you're just locked in. You're in war. You're in war, you know? And you just got done conquering. You just fucking conquered someone or something, right? You just won in battle. You walk out all bloodied and you want to let it out. Just
Put your foot on their chest and just flex and scream.
yeah, like the whole
Yeah.
like.
Exactly, bro. You just conquered some demons right now.
Yeah, bro. I get it.
We're stepping on them and we're letting them know that we owned it.
And you've got a little taste of just letting it out. You're like, right? No, but fully.
I felt like
Slow
Monsters
down.
Inc. You know, I was Mike Wazowski, boo, but I need to be Sully. I need to be Sully, bro.
I think of just like a warrior coming out of battle. He just got done murdering this like conquering, beating this guy in battle with his bare hands. He walks out and he's just looking into the sunset or into the moon, the sky, whatever. He just went through hell. He got out of it and he's just like, just letting it out. It's just like, that's how I envision it, bro.
Yeah.
It's
So exactly,
I'm gonna have to
you
put it
said
in
you
my
already
inventory.
slayed your demons, so we can
just,
you should have it
I'm
in
gonna-
now.
it's crazy, bro.
Put that in my inventory.
Yeah.
Of tools.
Just think about
So
it,
we're
bro.
not doing it?
Use it. It don't matter. If you don't want to do it, you don't got to do it. I get it, because I also get it. You're at peace right now. You're chilling.
Yeah.
You're chilling. I
We'll
get it. I
do
get it. I
it.
get it.
We'll do it on camera eventually.
But
Let me come to confession pissed, bro. Just mad, bro.
Bad day.
Punching
gonna rage.
everything.
We're gonna rage bait him real
Rage
quick.
bait you.
Send my fish through this window, bro. Just
But
open those cages like that.
it's such a good feeling afterwards too, because you just released it and you're like, all right, I can chill now.
What would you equate it to? Like, okay,
Like
be a
the
little
only-
explicit. Would you compare like
busting a nut.
yeah after?
No.
No,
No.
not trying to make it.
Nut doesn't satisfy me like that.
Hmm.
It's like a different high.
The pump. Maybe
Yeah, pump.
maybe
Nah. I was thinking that would come close, but no, because you could have a moment like that during. Yeah, I get that. Maybe during a specific moment during a fight. Maybe after you just went through a war. That's the only way I could describe it. After war, after you just went through some shit, but you made it through, whether it was rough or smooth. You just went through life in general. Like, think about a moment where it was challenging, where it was difficult, where you were like, I don't know if I'm gonna win. I don't know if I'm gonna get through this. This sucks right now. It's hard. I don't want to keep going. But you fucking do it and you get through that shit. And then you see yourself on the other side of that mountain or the other side of that war winning. And then you want to release it. Like, think of that moment.
like a victory screech.
Yeah. Like, I just
you know that's from
Patrick. Okay. Yeah.
victory screech.
It's
Kinda
like that. No,
right?
it is that. It is that, bro. It is that.
Okay,
It's
okay.
like-
It's that,
I
bro.
understand it
Yeah.
now. I'm
You know-
starting to understand it.
And you
Yeah.
won. And you're like,
You know, it's like the captain at the head. It's like Leonidas holding up sword. After
Okay.
the war is over. After
That-
the fallen, we've had the fallen, but we've still come.
and that can be anything in life.
Victorious.
Like a difficult moment through life, bro. Derek brought that up during the fight, you just got through it, Yeah.
Drago!
What if you get like beat up? Like, what if you lose? Still scream? Why not? Right?
It's usually a bitter. No, yeah, even in
Hold
those
your head
moments
high
when
and
you're a
feel-
little bitter, you're like,
That probably should make it even worse, right? Even louder. 'Cause you lost. You don't want to lose.
it's a little different feeling. Yeah, I think so. That's just any, I think, challenging moment. You get through it, whether it was through victory or defeat. You get through it and you're just like, fuck, I just went through hell.
I don't know. It's just, I've always been a quiet person, so I feel like once that comes out, it's gonna like whole different ball game.
Yeah.
You gonna create a monster or what?
Hey, bro, the monster will come out.
Yeah,
Just gotta let it out. But at the same time, stoicism. I personally do it all the time when I'm by myself. Not all the time, but when I'm by myself. I don't let anyone see it. I believe in don't let anyone see you break. There's only a few people that I think it's only really your homeboys. Like, I don't want my family seeing me break, my homeboys, they're gonna bring me up. They're gonna be like, hey, quit being a bitch.
Yeah,
Stand
pretty
up,
much. To sum it up,
yeah, like with your family, like your family, those people are counting on you type shit.
Yeah, I was talking to Derek earlier.
Yeah.
My mom always gives me a hard time. You already took it out of here. I'll get a house when you get me one. And I was like, man, way to put more pressure. But I get it though. I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, don't get it wrong. I think, like, for example, with my mom, I can talk to her, but at the same time, I'm not gonna show like crybaby, like weakness, like give up. I'm not gonna show her that. I'm just gonna be like, man, I'm frustrated about this.
Yeah.
But I think really, not even with your woman, bro. I don't think a woman should see that either. Just because I think the life as a man, it's different. I don't want her receiving my trauma. You're too pretty. You're beautiful. Stay pretty and beautiful.
That's all you gotta worry about.
I'll keep this darkness on this side. But with the
I'll
boys,
share it with my boys.
yeah, with the
I'll
boys,
share
yeah.
it. We'll use it as fertilizer. We'll share all our dark energy and just use it to grow even more.
And then your boys, they'll keep it a buck with you. They'll keep it real with you. They'll either tell you how it is, keep it straight, call you out on your BS, be like, bro, you good. You're gonna figure it out. You're gonna get through it. I got you.
What I ask you is like, if I'm going through something or Rose goes or you going through something, it's like, you know what? While I'm with you, if you're eating shit, you know what? I'll be there with you. I'll endure it with you as much as possible. I'll help you get through whatever you need to get through. I'll support you in whatever way I can. You know what I'm saying? But that's what having your friends is for, and that's whenever like who's really your friend.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I've had people want to hang out with me during the break, but I have no like motivation or incentive to want to.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it'd be kind of comes out in the wrong way, but I feel like it's a waste of time. Like, well, I don't need to hang out with you.
Well, it's like because also I think about maybe this you'll know because there'll be friends that'll say, hey, you know what? Let's go drink. Let's go to the club. Let's play video games, right? And then you'll have us be like, let's go to the gym. Let's go do some work at this spot. Like,
Yeah.
let's go do this. Let's be productive in some sort of way because we know at the end of the day, that productivity is what's going to lead us to the life that we want to live. Not, let's just distract ourselves with meaningless
pleasures,
humanly
pleasures.
Yeah,
I've been describing it as that.
Let's be hedonistic for the night and forget about all of our duty and let's just go be pleasure filled. That's also how you'll be able to differentiate between who's a real friend and who's just there to kind of waste your time, waste your energy.
Yeah, when you put it like that, it makes a lot more sense. Because I've lately too, like I've lost a lot of relationships, but I just feel myself losing even more. And I guess that's the part of the journey that he talks about.
We've also read it before. Narrow is the path to life, right? The gate to hell is wide and plenty and filled, right? But the path to heaven is narrow and hard. It's difficult.
Because it was funny, right? I'll be honest, right? I took a day to play the game, right? Just catch up. Because I left my Xbox back home, so I didn't have it for a few months. I played one night, immediately got bored. No one to play with. I was like, dang, I really don't have friends like that anymore. Like, I really don't have friends to, like, hey, like, get on the game. Let's play all night. So it kind of made me think, well, I have friends if y'all want to go do something productive. Like, if we go to the gym, if we work, if we do something. So I'm like, man, it kind of put it into perspective a little bit. I have no friends that you said, are meaningless relationships, full of pleasures. But I have real friends that are gonna help me grow, hold me accountable, help me succeed. So I had that little epiphany, right, the other day. I was like, damn, can't send nobody a party invite, can't send no one a text. So I was literally only on for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Got off and I was like, damn, I used to love this. Now it's just another memory, I guess.
I mean, when you think about it, like even me and Raul, right? Oftentimes, whenever we hang out, it's like we both got our laptops and we're doing some work, and we don't even gotta talk to each other. We can just, we always do. I mean, and whenever we talk, it's not just like meaningless BS. Most of the time, whenever we're together and we talk, it's about the shit that we're going through, like the real life stuff and the things that are going in our mind. And usually, it's either just to vent or to just like, hey, can I get your perspective on this, or this is just what I'm going through. And so, whenever we hang out, like it's productive most of the time, and then and then guess what? Maybe for an hour, 2 hours, we'll just chill out. We'll just hang out, and but naturally those times will come. Especially if I got my task done for the day, we can just hang out and talk, watch a fight.
Catch up.
For example, this weekend, Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
Andrew Tate versus that other guy.
Andrew Tate's fighting too?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So like those times we can enjoy just each other's company, but most of the time whenever we hang out, we're either working or we're discussing real life stuff.
And I guess that's the fine line now for those quote friendships. Are we gonna work? Are we gonna get better? Or are we gonna mess around?
Yeah, because most of the time we hang out, it's productive. We'll go to the gym together. We'll eat whenever we eat. Most of the time we'll be healthy.
Like I said, y'all two are the only ones that I know or that are on the same wavelength, if not a little bit more than me. I mentioned last podcast, I'm tired of being the one that's in control. I mean, how do I word this without...
Tired of having to be the biggest person in the room.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love it because they look up to me, and obviously, showing my growth. But at the same time, I was like, man, these guys aren't forcing me to get better. Let me, that's where y'all come in, and that's why I'm so appreciative of y'all. Because, I'll be with the current people. I'll do 20 push-ups. No one will do push-ups. I'll come here and I'll do 20 push-ups. Raul will do 30. He'll do 40. I'm like, damn, I don't want to lose, so I'll do 50. I'll be like, I got more. He'll do 60. Like that type of thing that I love about our relationship. And it kind of, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of got discouraged. I was like, damn, I really got no more friends. But then I was like, I'll have all the friends I need in the grand scheme of things.
I want no new friends.
What's that saying? A friend of many is an enemy to himself, or something like that.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
If not, that's a great one.
Yeah. This makes me think of also, once you are on, for me, this is based off experience, but once you are on that path for a while, yeah, it does get lonely, right? And you do lose a lot of people around you. You do lose a lot of friends. But the relationships that you do have, they, exactly how you're saying, they have so much more meaning. And then naturally, once you get to certain standards for yourself, what I've noticed is when I do go around other people, they look at you differently. They treat you differently. The conversations they try to have with you are different. They don't just have some BS conversation, like, oh, yeah, did you watch the basketball game last night? Or, like, they don't talk to you that way.
Have you seen this TikTok?
Yeah, have you seen this TikTok? Whatever, right? They come up to you and they, oh, how's business? Oh, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? They start conversations become more.
It's more like, what are you thinking? They're trying to pick your brain.
Yeah,
I love doing that. I love doing that.
It's more trying to understand.
Yeah. And you'll
know
notice
that brain.
You'll notice the change, and I don't know. I part of me does like it though, because it goes to show me at least, hey, I'm doing something right.
No, yeah, for sure.
I'm doing something right. And then I was also facing a lot of battles with that, because I would always be like, man, everyone always wants to talk to me about money, business, like stuff like that. And I'm just like, all right, bro, all right, and ask me a personal question, bro. Get to know me.
Please, ask me how my day was. Ask me what my favorite color is.
Yeah, and those
feelings.
I'm human at the end of the day.
Those conversations can only come from people that you actually have a genuine conversation, connection with, like with the boys, Yeah. But yeah.
What is your favorite color? I don't think I ever.
Fuck you.
Red, right?
Yeah.
And yours?
Mine's purple.
Purple?
I like purple too.
Oh, mine's blue.
Red and purple is badass colors.
I like blue. I'm different. All my family loves red.
Well.
Yeah.
All my family loves red. But I love blue.
I'm a purple guy.
Purple, red.
When's your
Why do
birthday?
you think KRUE's purple?
September. You said what?
I said, when's your birthday?
No, Derek said.
Oh, what do you think KRUE's purple?
Why do you think KRUE's purple?
Oh, yeah. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
But
I'm starting to like purple, though.
When's your birthday, bro?
Wait, let's go back
When's
to
your
the
birthday?
first day we
Hold
met.
on.
When is yours? Oh my god!
Oh, shitty
we're
friends.
horrible
You have
friends.
siblings.
We're too locked in.
You got siblings?
You got
When?
siblings, bro, when?
Since when?
Bro,
You got a girl? When?
how long have you lived in Lobo?
You're not gay? What?
You're not,
Man, we're horrible friends. We're horrible friends, but we're good friends. No, we're horrible friends. I don't even know y'all's favorite color.
When's your birthday, bro? What's your favorite color?
But it just goes back to show, man. Like,
We went to school together? What?
how old are you? How old are you again?
You're my
You
friend.
going? Wait, you going to college?
We're friends?
What do you do for a living?
Since when?
What's the name of your business? I don't know what it is, bro.
Ah.
Oh, bro, that one would hurt.
You clean cars?
Dude,
The
what?
fuck?
What's the name of it? But no, that just goes to show, like, I wouldn't want to do that with anybody else. I'd much rather be alone than waste my time with
Yep.
meaningless relationships.
Meaningless relationships. and also when people do try to come into your life and they start to see how you move, then it's like, okay, I can respect it.
Oh yeah, that's
Either they'll take offense or they'll respect it.
that's the thought I had. I kind of mentioned it before. I'm like, man, I have all these old friendships that I want to hang out again, and I'm gonna get tired of saying the same old story. What you been up to? How you been? I'm just gonna send them the link to Confessions. Send them you want to know if you truly want to know.
The one podcast in the
Yeah,
world. Subscribe if you haven't
one
already.
podcast in the world. If you truly want to know what I've been up to, watch these videos, and I explain it all. I'm not gonna waste my breath.
It filters people out. It filters a lot of people out, the way that they talk to you, the things that they bring up, and then it also weeds them out with if they even try to befriend you, because you have so high standards now, you know,
Yeah, it's crazy.
and you just see through the fakeness.
And it's like, what? Your favorite color's not blue? It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. That's all.
I
That's
think
all.
I think it's also availability, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can't just call me up on a random Tuesday and say, "Hey, can you do this?" No.
We gotta plan months in
We
advance
gotta
at this
plan.
point.
Yeah, we gotta plan in advance. You know, you gotta let me know ahead of time.
Schedule with my assistant.
Yeah.
They'll let
Schedule
you
with
know.
my secretary.
Next available date is
ChatGPT.
Summer 2026. That's my next available date. If you want to hang out, we got you.
Book your appointment.
Book your appointment.
Yeah, book your appointment.
That's
The
what
ne-
we're on.
Leave a
now.
The
deposit.
next available Saturday is 2027. Like that's
Man.
kind of how that's how it is. But it's
That's
just,
how it's been recently. I'm starting to get a little taste of that.
like book an appointment. But at the same time, whenever I do take time to see you, right, like it means more. It means more. You know.
Like one thing I always remember too is like our relationships. How many times have we went months, maybe a year without talking? And then this is like my foundation for a good relationship. If we can pick up like nothing ever happened, pick up right where we left off, that's the one for me too. You know, that's something we've always been through. We pick up right where we left off. And
Yeah, I know. I mean, Raul, the other day I was going through our messages and I was like, "Hey, look, this is the period whenever we didn't hang out. We would only say happy birthday. That's
For
it.
like
We
2
would we
years.
would only say happy birthday, and then eventually we link up, and then we haven't looked back since. And now we can't.
Yeah, it can't go a long time without talking again.
We can't go a week without talking to each other. Like we
Because
have
like
to.
that's the point you want to be at, though. You know, like we don't want to.
I mean, we're hanging out. Might as well build something. You know?
I think I see y'all more than I see my family now.
I do. I see y'all. I see y'all more than I see my family.
So I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's just like that's how locked in. That's how close we are, and that's like the only relationships I have outside of my family.
And if anyone wants to join, they can't because they're not on the same wavelength. And that's the thing too. It's not like someone else could just come along and
It's difficult.
be like,
you know.
it's not, especially because of what we're building.
That'd have to be the right puzzle piece.
They have to be the right puzzle piece, and they'd have to prove. They'd have to show up over an extended period of time to be a part of what we got going on.
And not a single name pops up in my head. So
Mm.
that just goes to
I
show.
haven't met him yet. If so,
Yeah, for
I
real.
haven't met him yet. If so, but time will tell in the future. We'll see what happens, and specifically with KRUE, we'll see exactly. And maybe it'll be like, all right, we want to expand. Let's acquire talent. Not necessarily we want people to join to grow, but we want to start helping other people grow. We start investing into other talent and things like that. But we'll see. A lot of things prepared for the future, and I'm excited to see how far we go. And I'm glad I got y'all by my side because I wouldn't want it any other way.
Yes,
And
sir.
we go to battle. Going to battle every day. Picking
Three's a
up that
party. Three's a
cross.
party.
Three's a party.
That's all we need.
I got my back. You got your back.
We're gonna be we're gonna be like the Spider-Man meme, you know. But instead, we're gonna be facing the other way. We're facing out. No, I got this. You know, I got, like the Wild West. But
Hey, we'll do that for this
covering-
Confessions poster. We'll do that for this Confessions poster.
Oh, I know how we're gonna do it. Yeah, already. I can envision it
Yeah.
already.
But all right, that's enough for this episode of Confessions. I appreciate y'all for listening, liking, commenting, subscribing. If you haven't already, give us a follow. If you're watching on Twitch, appreciate every single one of y'all for tuning into this episode. We're up to 250 subscribers, and might switch up the schedule coming soon. We'll let y'all know whenever we go live. And yeah, hope you have a great one. Thank you